Next up, Siete Lagos por Arrayanes. The Seven Lakes tour really is a must-do. A popular destination for visitors and locals alike, and for good reason. And even better seeing it by bike. With unique aspects and terrain, along with lake views that never seem to end, we were so glad Lucas got us out on this tour. After our bus ride back to Bariloche, and a nice rest day, we headed to Lucas's shop to retrieve our newly cleaned up bikes, packed up, and headed out. The rollout from the city was a chance to see different parts of the lake, parks, and trees along the route, and ramp up the legs. Soon we broke away from the lakeside and onto some fun trail and single track, with flowing creeks and distant views of the Llao-Llao Lake. We also got a good feel for some more rugged terrain and how the bags would handle it really nicely. Back on the gravel, we even caught up with Lucas out on a tour and got a chance to say hello. Our lunch stop included cycling through the charming, art-filled lanes of Colonia Suiza. It was fun to see so many street-side vendors, great food, and a plaza filled with local people enjoying the summer in this cool little town. When we rolled out, the ride opened onto smooth, winding roads framed by Patagonia's forest and lakes before being rewarded climbing to the stunning views at Punta Panoramica. It's iconic, and we saw why. We ended the day at the charming Hosteria Cati, overlooking the Llao-Llao, a family-owned inn celebrating over 50 years being open, and included our host Adriana and her 90-year-old dad checking us in, and with all the kindness we had come to expect on our trip. And even fresh bread and jam from their garden. It was also perfectly placed for the unique ferry ride that would begin our next day's adventure. Day 2 was definitely different, but fun. We got our tickets and bike passes for the ferry ride from Puerto Pañuelo to the Myrtles Forest. They loaded our bikes and bags right on the boat for us. The nearly 2-hour ferry ride was full of great scenes, and we enjoyed the fresh air. Landing at Los Arrayanes National Park in the Myrtle Forest, we threw the bags on and left the dock for this 11-kilometer beautiful trail on a peninsula surrounded by the Llao-Llao Lake. The trail was green and lush, and the dirt was perfect. Finishing the trail, we headed to our lunch spot at Villa La Angostura, a cute town with plenty of food, water, and snacks to load back up. En route, like a lot of Argentines dealing with the heat, we made a pit stop. Perfect day for a swim in Lago Espejo. We had a great ride out here, a little break, head on to our next destination. For us, that's just a short ride down the road to Lago Correntoso and Hosteria Siete Lagos. We were also there to bring in the new year. Our host and her friends and family were all there to celebrate, and they took the time to help us get settled. It looks like we're going to have a roommate. They were busy preparing a typical Argentinian meal for the celebration, and it looked so good, and we got our own plates of this delicious meal. We celebrated bringing in the new year with some wine lakeside as the sun went down. Did I mention I love vacations? A new year, fresh start, and back to the 40 to continue on enjoying the peaks in the distance and cool morning air. About an hour or so down the road, we explored the Sendero Cascada Ninvinco, a popular local spot, a beautiful trail along the river leading to an incredible waterfall full of great swimming spots. It was a perfect cool down. Back on the road, we soon started passing yet more lakes and taking breaks to take in the non-stop breathtaking views. Down the road, we turned off the 40 heading towards Lago Hermosa and our destination for the night, which was actually just beyond Hermosa called Laguna Pura Pura, and our villa. We were greeted by our host Ricardo and enjoyed learning about him, his travels, and this incredible place.
Y el de ustedes es para 5, pero es para ciclistas.
The location couldn't have been better, and lounging by the water was so relaxing. We finished the day with an awesome home-cooked meal with Ricardo. The final day of Siete Lagos didn't disappoint, and naturally, we weren't surprised. The rollout from the villa was a short dirt ride back to the 40 and a beautiful, more mountainous stretch before descending to our finish. We took a rest at Lago Mecánico, where we met a local adventurer living in his van and exploring the Patagonia region selling custom jewelry. Rachel, my wife, picked out something unique. Soon we were back to dirt, descending to San Martin de los Andes, and a pretty cool stop for some tea. This section was fast and fun, and soon we arrived at Puma Hostel, where we weren't the only cyclists. Lucas helps coordinate where you stay and drop the bikes, sent you shuttle back to Bariloche, which optimizes the route you can do and your time. The bus rides are also good for some rest. San Martin de los Andes had a ton to offer. Food, art, is super cute, and the staff at Puma Hostel were so friendly and helpful. The shared kitchen saw a lot of action, and we also prepared our own dinner and talked with other visitors. A great place and vibe to finish up this tour and rest up for the next one, which this time includes camping.